had some form of success, some form of yes moment. And this has created an entire transformation within you. Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is a general reading for those born in the year of the snake. You know what years that is because I don't. Not off the top of my head without looking it up. So as a general reading rules will apply. If someone else appears in your reading, I could get you mixed up apparently. Although my readings tend to be quite self-focused or you-focused, however which way you want to look at it. But timing is far from absolute. With any form of divination, timing is not absolute. What you can do with this reading, however, is you can ask a question beforehand. So take a moment, think about all the questions that are around you at the moment. Focus upon one of them because that adds energy to the experience. But bear in mind, be aware of all of them because the cards will answer what they want. Now there's possibly a little bit of past in this spread, so you'll be able to tell if this is for you or if it isn't. It's mainly a guidance reading, I think. Now, housekeeping, there is a link in the description below for a Facebook page for this channel. So obviously I post all of these videos, so because YouTube notifications are a bit weird nowadays, but I also post all the astrology videos that I watch, you know, that are like the weather report style videos, so that you can learn the same things that I'm learning if you want. I try to make the page a bit of a one-stop shop, and importantly it has its own inbox in case you want to approach me for a personal reading. That's one of the main places to do it. I'm also on Twitter, I'm on Instagram. Yeah, I'm on Instagram now. I'm on Tumblr, Sunchild Adventures, you can find me there, but the Facebook is probably the best place to actually find me. So yeah, that's it. Is obviously, if this reading means anything to you, I'd be very grateful if you would, well, let me know, you know, comment down below, because then I know I'm not just talking to a camera. But also, if you like the video, if you press the like button, it does help boost it. If you subscribe, I'd be very grateful because I'm a new channel and every subscriber matters anyway, you know, but I'm still a young channel, so it helps in, how does Chris Witecki put it, the Google politics. So that's my standard YouTube host begging over and done with. Now let's go to the cards. Now, Snake, your reading is in a way very similar to that of Dragon, because there seems to be some form of upcoming, well, with Dragon I said battle, but I don't want to say battle here, but certainly an upcoming goal. But whatever it is, you're probably working with some dragons, because there's a very similar feeling, and more importantly, you've got the same hexagram. You've got hexagram 11, which is peace or tranquility. It is earth above, heaven below, which, as I said on the last reading, it sounds back to front, but it shows that heaven is supporting earth, that the processes that we're seeing in this reading are something that heaven want to happen. We are seeing an expansion of your energy field, an expansion of your power with this Tai Chi Rising card from the Kuan Yin Oracle. And the fact that the future right now is wide open for you with the appropriately named Wide Open card from the Enchanted Map Oracle. This is paired with Leliel, the Angel of the Night. Now, that might sound a bit dire, but it's not. The night is that pregnant darkness. It is the place where creation happens. It is the, you know, for God to have said, let there be light, there was first darkness. And it is out of darkness, out of the mystery, that things come into being and come into the light. So there's a wonderful creative time for you. Now, what I'm seeing is that you have had some victory, had some form of success, some form of yes moment, and this has created an entire transformation within you. This has transformed you or your circumstances or both, but it's given you a new goal, a new dream to aim for, one which actually takes quite a bit of planning and quite a bit of research, and you are going to be called to defend this, but you're also going to be called to meet with your peers. Now, I do believe that this is something that, because of the victory that you've had, it's almost like, yeah, I won, bored now, you know. So the world is going to dangle in front of your face, how about trying this? Because although you've had this victory, I see that there is an urge for you to go, right, I've won, now I can leave. And that, again, that's another similarity with the dragon. Same shape of story, different point of view, but pretty much same shape of coming to a whole new circumstance. You are quite possibly actively leaving where you have won, because, well, like I said, bored now. As simple as that. Bored now, want to move on. And also because your victory or your actions, one, appears to have inspired others, but also appears to have inspired yourself on a new separate topic. It's given you clarity on something new of, I've won this battle, now I need to go to another battle. And so again, we've got another leaving card here with the 8 to the 9 of cups. Whatever battle you were trying to win, I'm not entirely convinced that the winning of that battle has made you happy. Now, I have to clarify that further. It's not that it's made you unhappy, but it's like, yeah, you've pleased that you've won, you've pleased that you've done it, and it's like, well, that's done now. That's it, that's done now. You know, and so there's no point in staying where you were because you've won there. It's like winning level 3 on a computer game, but just only ever playing level 3 again. When surely there's a level 4 to go on to. Now, I haven't got the... Oh, it's a lie. I have got the Page of Pentacles. I have got the level up card, but here it's in the reverse. So it's not so much that you are leveling up. It's that you are taking what you have learnt and from your previous victory and applying it somewhere new. As I say, it takes a lot of planning, this, and there is an element of I can lose things through this. 5 of Cups, but all of the cups are upright, but he's looking at a far castle, well, it looks more like a chateau, with a stream or river or maybe a road in front of him. It can't be a road, he's wearing an old-fashioned hat, although it really does look like a road with white lines painted down the middle. So yeah, well, maybe there's that whole anachronism feeling with that, because it really does look like a road to me right now. I'm sure it's supposed to be a river. So yes, by leaving you are losing something, but oh well. It's not, you're not bothered. It's, yeah, I know I'm losing something, but what I really like is this 5 here, 5 here. Okay, those are cards of challenge. We've got loss and poverty maybe, but there is that element of, I want that challenge. That's what this 8 to the 9 of Cups is telling me. You've got these 2 7 of Wands is telling me. The fact that this is under heaven's blessing, or more to the point, being lifted up by heaven. But I am concerned about this Devil card, because this transformation it's almost as if this victory that you've won has to be a dynamic thing. It has to, you can't just sit on the victory that you've won, because one, you will be bored, and two, you can limit yourself. You can get tied up in what you've achieved already when, yeah, you've done that. There's more things for you to go. You've quite possibly inspired others by what you've done, but you also need to ensure that you have inspired yourself, because remaining in the previous situation just will cause more stresses and more torment to come up again. Even though you've won, great, you've won, job over, move somewhere new, else otherwise you'll soon find that you become a bit of a square peg in a round hole, and you either find it boring or you find that you're under torment, because after a while you're like, why am I still here? Why am I still doing this? When you have already won. So move on, definitely move on. But this Five of Pentacles is also hinting to me that there has to be a certain standard of behavior. Be careful about what you are called to do, and certain things you will go, I am not doing that. I have a poverty of the ability to do that because it is not in my nature. This is not why I am here. And you will be called to defend that. And that's the whole point of it. You are being called to defend it because it's highlighting this, you know, the what you will do, what you won't do, boundary, that's the word, the boundary between what you find acceptable to do and what you will not do. And this what you will not do may well have been something that you have done before, but there's no need to, because you won then, and then you transformed into a new being. So this is really, really positive. So whatever the situation is that you won, where you won, you then get out. And moving out is profitable for you. Moving out does bring more abundance and wisdom to you, which is a plus. We've got the Empress card here. But again, the moving out is something that needs to be planned, studied, and, well, I say planned and studied, but you have to be planning it while you are doing it. You know, you plan each step and then take the step. You don't just wait for ages and ages, otherwise you'll get tied up. It is the Devil card, even though it's on the bottom of the deck. So I will clarify it just to confirm that I'm, well, just because it's a tradition that I always clarify the Devil card. So let's see what we've got. We've got, yeah, the Eight of Swords. So that if you remain where you had your victory, stress and anxiety. Why put up with it? So it's echoing exactly what I was seeing said here. So there's a new challenge for you to go and fight, where you are going to be called to defend what you are doing, and rightly so, but there is an element of keeping yourself purer than pure, you know, pure as snow. You will be seeing a familiar situation, but with totally new eyes, because this King to the Page of Swords talks about old knowledge, old wisdom, but with fresh eyes. So at no point do you lose the words wisdom and knowledge there, but there's also just, so, you know, a sort of reinterpreted for the modern age. Not that a lot of things that get reinterpreted need reinterpreting. Now, finally, we've got a verse from the Tao Te Ching. We have verse 26, Impedimenta. I've not read this one yet. So, The heavy is the root of the light. Stillness is the sovereign of restless movement. Even before I go any further, what was I saying about Liliel, the angel of the night? This is a pregnant time for you. This is where you go next. Follow where you have been inspired, but you have inspired others, and hopefully even more, you have inspired yourself. So you're taking what you've already learned and you're applying it to a new situation. So it's not so much a level up as in I've conquered that area of the board, now I want to conquer this area of the board, and I'm going to use the same methodology, even though I am very much a different person now, and there's certain things that I will no longer do. Therefore, a virtuous man will not lose sight of his impedimenta during the whole day. Although he has splendour, he stands aloof. Unfortunately, the great ruler of 10,000 chariots governs the country indiscreetly. To act abruptly is to lose the trust of his officials. To act restlessly is to lose his respect as a sovereign. As I was saying, whatever you are moving into, it's going, two of wands, it's going to take planning. It's going to take time to sort this out. But I also do feel that wherever you've had your victory, you want to get out there fairly fast. So you plan stage one, do stage one while planning stage two. So it has to be a dynamic thing going on. And yeah, there's an element of, well, an element of swings and roundabouts, you know, the peaks and troughs. But I do think that this is not challenge coming to you, but wonderful challenge coming to you. Yet another fight where you will be pleased that you had been involved with. These Chinese zodiac readings this month are very, very fighty. But then again, I suppose it is covering election season and post-election season, which I think will be just as bad, if not worse. So, and looking at the unrest around the world, you don't have to be in America to be swept up in those sort of passions. But this might be just applying to your work, to some politics within the family, you know. It's going to be an interesting time for you, but there's a new challenge. So wherever you got your victory, don't rest on your laurels. Move on to pastures new. Okay, so like I said, if it means out to you, comment down below. Your next readings will probably be the full moon readings when they come out, and I'm hoping to live stream on Halloween because I've been putting it off long enough. I may yet get Mercury retrograded. That is my important planet this year of my life through my perfections. So I'm in a Gemini perfection, so anything Mercury does is like has a little extra whammy. So fingers crossed I will be live streaming on Halloween. That will be evening UK time, so early evening, probably East Coast time, late afternoon West Coast time, and wherever you are in the world, it's going to be sort of 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock GMT, and work it out from there. In the meantime, get in touch, comment below, and have fun with this, because this looks like a good challenge coming up where you can accomplish loads and set the tone for what you want to do and set the tone for the next big section of your life. All right, cheers.